and then sending it to all the other kids in the evenings. And so this social aspect came out of the learning, that it made it fun for them, it made them want to do it, and it enabled this learning to continue outside of the classroom with the children helping each other. And so compelling that one of the other schools in the district got a grant from the state for $2.5 million to keep this process going. So just a small example that we seeded, but one that we think will be very, very important ultimately for how we go in and affect the quality of our education and how we actually teach our kids. And again, I believe someday they won't have to turn their computers off when they get to school. Well, now let's take a minute. I know we always like to look out and see the neat stuff that's coming. And so augmented reality, you've seen some examples of it today available on phones. There's a browser in the Android marketplace, Layer, that uses GPS capability. So the phone knows where it is, and there are places that are around you that are always there. And so it knows that if I'm here, that there are hotels here that it could show me, or restaurants. But that's all just been GPS-based. And key for us is we want it to be more vision-based. And so the first example that you all might remember of augmented reality would be the first down marker in football. That augmented image that's put onto the content, superimposed onto a live image. Well, what we want to get to is the idea that because the phone now has a camera so it can see, it can hear, it knows where it is. In many cases, it knows if it's moving, therefore. We want to use those capabilities to really enhance the experience that's available with augmented reality. So if I'm sitting at the breakfast table, yeah, the phone knows where it is, but it didn't know the box of Cheerios was going to be there at the same time. So think about the marketing opportunities that could be unleashed by pointing the phone at that box and seeing things just come to life out on the display for you. Or, my Japanese isn't too good. Actually, I can order beer and say hello in about 14 different languages, which seems to help me in my travels. That's usually the icebreaker, and then I'm good to go. But imagine I get into Japan and I'm trying to figure out how to get to my hotel. Well, I just hold my phone up and it immediately will translate the sign for me. So think about the uses for that. Or when I want to go to dinner and I'm in a district in Tokyo and I really can't tell what any of this means, but I know I like to eat beef. Well, that's where I can go. And so immediately, by holding it up there, it will translate it for me into English. Well, now I'm in Manhattan and trying to catch a taxi cab, but I don't have any cash. And you stop a taxi and do you take credit cards? Well, now I might know that ahead of time as the taxi is moving by. And so think about, too, these objects are moving by me as well. They're not stationary. And this